Are there certain subjects and classes that we should refrain from studying in college? This is a question that was asked by a student at Arizona State University, and the short answer is this. It depends on who you are. It depends on the subject. And so, number one, you think about your personal circumstances, the level of your faith, your goals. Is this class necessary for your particular degree, for instance? So it's not necessarily prohibited to study something you disagree with, provided there's a really compelling reason to study it. And sometimes, again, you don't have a choice. But when you think about the topics where you don't really have a lot of choice over, you want to make sure that it's not going to also harm you in terms of your religious practice, your understanding of Islam, that it won't distort your worldview. And so you might see somebody studying Western philosophy and saying, you know what, I don't really feel confident that I can overcome the doubts presented in this class. So you would take all that you need of alternative measures, and if you can't, then you would learn what you need to learn to navigate this class from an Islamic perspective. And consider the following guidelines. This will help you with, in general, with all the guidelines for these kinds of courses. Evaluate your foundation of Islamic knowledge in that area, and in general your connection to Allah. The second thing is consider whether or not this subject really is necessary for your educational, your career goals. The third is to assess the approach and the perspective of an instructor and a department. Sometimes the same topic, the same subject, two different universities is taught in two different ways. And so you could have one that's more inclusive of what you need and one that's a little more problematic because of a bias from the instructor. The fourth, make sure that you know where to go for Islamic resources. Don't go to the wrong places. So if you have questions along the way, you know exactly where to go. This is an institute that deals with doubts. This is a website or academic think tank that deals with these types of issues that I'll experience on campus. And lastly, balance potentially challenging courses with your Islamic studies. Keep learning and getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Generally stay away from something you don't need if it's going to cause you a lot of doubts. Usually this applies to philosophy courses where you don't really need it. It's just one of many options. And in fact, you're not really confident in your own faith and the ability to navigate a course like this. But if you feel strong and you have a foundation, you can benefit from it by deconstructing certain things, refuting certain things, inshallah ta'ala. This is like someone studying Islamic finance, knowing that some of the dealings within the world of finance are prohibited, but you're studying it because it's necessary to get to where you want to go in Islamic finance. And also along the way, you understand that you're studying something that is prohibited, and this is a matter of understanding society and the infrastructure and systems that are around us. So choose your courses carefully from a religious lens, educational, professional, but of course protect yourself at the end of the day. May Allah protect you and guide you with every course that you take and make you a source of strength for others.